Good evening Twitch and good evening YouTube, if I am not mistaken. We are on YouTube. I actually uploaded a short video today. I've already put it all over my other social media, but it occurred to me to put it on YouTube. It's of me actually juggling and making it through a whole song of juggling. I believe it's This Land Is Your Land. And so I made it through the whole thing. So I just went ahead and finally posted it on YouTube, in case somebody looks there. As usual, we are early. We always, let's see, what time have we got? Yeah, about 9 minutes early, that's okay. Not a big deal. I got stream elements here, so it's all good. Background this evening, not the Jurassic Park one. I do actually know Jurassic World. I have one of those, but this is Dino Safari. A little bit cheesier, but I love all the colors and everything. And with the premiere of the new Jurassic World Rebirth, I believe they're calling this one, it's coming out this week, I figured, what the heck. So we are actually at Dino Safari, a little bit of a knockoff of a Jurassic World. And we just got a thunderstorm come through here. We may have more storms coming. I don't know. But let's play this song to try and ward them off. CCR, Who Will Stop the Rain? Let me just get my activity thing out there just in case. Got a nice follower. I'm going to do a shout out to April Knight. Followed me a couple days ago, and she looks like she has a very interesting stream. The Renaissance and medieval music, just like Larry. I wonder if Larry knows April Knight. So hopefully I'll be able to check out one of her streams real soon. So I should get the notification when she goes live again. So many good streamers on Twitch here. YouTube, you are missing out a little bit. We've got an ad break coming in. in less than 20 seconds. So if you're on YouTube, well, you don't get the ad break, but you don't have the song request list and the emoji stuff going on that we do on Twitch. So it's a trade-off, I think. It's a trade-off. Jumping the line. Harry Belafonte. Made famous again many years ago, of course in the 60s, when Harry Belafonte was riding a wave of popularity, but then what, like in the 80s with Beetlejuice or something? Some of that calypso music got going. So speaking of calypso, a song I do not play enough, John Denver's Calypso. Calypso by John Denver. One of my favorites. I really enjoyed playing it. It just doesn't go too well at festivals when I'm normally doing my walk around. Unfortunately, there's like only 30 or 40 songs that go well with doing that type of thing. So I don't get to play Calypso that much when I'm out playing the festival. Well, the market, it's okay at the market. If they're not looking for a jamming tune. But here's a tune that I always have to play. For some reason, the younger ones like this one. The adults like it too, pretty much. Christmas in Killarney. That one always goes well, so I play that one at festivals and markets probably in a 4-hour period, maybe twice. If it's the full day gig, maybe 3 or 4 times. I love the colors. That's the one thing. This Dino Safari had really cool lighting, so I think that helped keep it from being more cheesy, if you will. But we had fun. This was like, gosh, this was a couple years ago. Some sort of, it was in a mall that was like dying in north of Atlanta. And they were able to bring in this exhibit. And so it was pretty cool. Song request list available. Let me see if I can pin that to the top. There you go. Yay, I pinned the message. Now, I've got to get my pop-out chat back. Or pop-out activity feed. I want to be able to see. I have the chat available on my phone, but not if somebody redeems a reward to wear the cat ears or the juggler. I cannot see that unless I look at the activity feed. So that will tell me in case somebody does something of that nature. And what's that? Unpin after. There you go. So many windows when you're doing Twitch. Now I got to get that back. So many windows need opening to check things out. All right. I accidentally left my wristbands with my songs. All the songs that are on that song request list are on my wristbands that are at work because I have been doing some streaming from work. And I accidentally left them there. So I've got to remember all the songs that are on those. Here we go. right, how about some recorder? Let's do some recorder here. Put this off. Take this off. And we'll get this way out of the stream. Look back at my chat every now and then. And we'll play some tunes. Okay. Going to play some tenor recorder. Well, heck, I gotta know all those. Do something that we don't play a lot. Here. There we go. Here's one that doesn't get played a whole bunch. All right, enjoy the dinos while we play some recorder. I'm just off the screen right there. Okay, here we go. That was the Rose of Tralee. Good Irish tune. Irish music goes so well on the recorder, especially the tenor recorder. It'd be okay on the soprano if you had some bass line playing underneath it or something, so you're just not hearing the whole soprano constantly. All right, the harp that once. Pieces, we'll get back to the recorder. We will get back to the recorder in a little bit. Let's go ahead and play in honor of April Knight, just following me recently here. let's play a couple of tunes that I got from the Larry Songbook. I need to learn more. I'll tell you what, first, let's do the one I do know. Of course, I learned it as a Blackmore's Night tune, but it's the same tune, so we're going to do it anyway. Get double points for playing a Blackmore's Night rock and roll tune and a medieval tune. Isn't that a cool looking dino? That's a neat one. I haven't seen this video in a little bit. Now I lost my place. Well, we're just gonna have to start over. That's what I get for looking at the monitor and looking at the cool dinosaurs. That's a fun tune. Tordion, we've talked about this one plenty of times. French tune, medieval, anonymous. Blackmore's Night again ripped off this tune and made a song called Play Minstrel Play. They did a wonderful job. So rip off is not really derogatory in this case, and being medieval anonymous tunes, fair game. So it goes a little something like this. Tordion, or Play Minstrel Play if you're following the Blackmore's Night. Let's just keep the medieval thing going. Why not? Fair. And why not the Renaissance Fair song? Renaissance Fair. Now for the Breton melody. I'll tell you what, I want to do this one on recorder first. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's do a couple. Do the Breton melody on recorder and maybe another one, and then do it on the harmonica. I've never played Breton melody on recorder. I've gotten fairly good with the harmonica and dulcimer. Let's see how it works. This will be a first time on recorder. Kind of cool on a recorder. A little bit of error there, just a tiny bit, but that's I like that. I like that on a recorder. No wonder Larry has a good time playing that. If anybody's interested, that's in the Larry Deering Songbook. Available from Larry Deering Music on the interweb. I know Larry personally. Larry is a friend, so, you know, I know people in high places. I need to drink. All right, The Minstrel Boy. I don't play this one that often, so let's see if I can get in trouble with this one. See. Oh, yeah, okay. The Minstrel Boy. That is a nice one too. Okay, now the Breton melody on the harmonica and dulcimer. I actually almost have this one in my head. I'll leave it out just to look at, just in case. What's next on the music stand? It is another tune I'm trying to get in my head for festivals and whatnot. Good old Mountain Dew. It's a bluegrass tune. And if Mountain Dew ever decides to sponsor me, I will play this for them. It's coming along, still needs work. Still needs work. Here we go. Why not? Why not? Chat, I don't know if that's a real crisis now or something. I don't think that's a crisis right now, but you never know. All right. Okay, so, well, let's go ahead. I am getting ready to switch over my, this thing. Video background. Because I did pull up another one for tonight. And the dinos have been cool. But it's probably time to get to another one. So let's get Jurassic Park out of the way, even though it's Dino Safari. So. So we are now switching over to the city of Chicago as seen from the river. On a riverboat tour, we went there, oh God, I don't know, was it last year or the year before? Everything's slipping by, so we did, like many tourists do, took the riverboat tour of Chicago. On the Chicago River, getting to see the city skyline. It is really the best way if you're wanting to see the skyline of Chicago. This is it. This is the best way to do this. I hear some rumblings in the background. I thought my Who'll Stop the Rain song took care of that, but I guess not. So now I gotta play city songs, maybe, I don't know. I don't know any songs about Chicago, or by Chicago for that matter. I can't play 25 or 624. Let's play this one. I don't play a lot. Without my wristbands and without anything going on the song request list, I really flying by the seat of my pants. That's why I wanted to play a lot more recorder, which I will. But this one comes to mind. 99 red balloons. That's it. So, there we go. Let's do Scottish tunes. So before I get to some Scottish recorder tunes, which I love, got about 4 or 5 of them that I really enjoy. Let's do 100 Pipers. 100 Pipers is cool. All right. And I actually haven't played that in a while. Or did I play it? Can't remember. I might have played it at the farmer's market Saturday. But I didn't play it Sunday, so that's good enough. Let's get, just in case, activity feed up front. There you go. Okay. 100 Pipers. 100 Pipers. Let's get some Scottish recorder going. There is so much to choose from. Let's see if I can play the Sky Boat song. I gotta find that one. Well, there's Ye Banks and Braes popped up first, so we'll play that. As you look at the skyline of the city of Chicago. Yeah. All right. Ugh. 'Ye Banks and Braes. Let's get maybe 1 or 2 more. I'm starting to lose it for the evening. But I'm better at this than I was a few months ago. It was 1 or 2. And look at that. Look at Sarah with 100 Pipers. In a different key, but there it is. There it is, the Boat song. Here we go. That's what I wanted to play. And maybe this will be the last recorder for tonight, and then I'm gonna do a promo video for going on vacation and getting videos and stuff, but let's do this. Okay, Skyboat song, so let's get this lined up here. Ooh, that's as good as any. So here we go. Gotta get back as far as I can. All right, this will be the end of the show, but this is gonna be the part that I clip to put on Facebook and whatnot. So, well, you'll get the idea if you're listening. So here we go. Hey, Free Range Minstrel here. I will not be doing my regular Twitch shows for about a week because I am going on vacation. But the good thing about that is I will be getting some really cool background videos over the coming week. And so when I come back around mid-July, we're going to have some wonderful new background videos and to show you from hopefully a bunch of different places. And during my absence, I may do some streams, IRL streams from my phone. They will be very short, but they will be on Twitch. I won't do TikTok, so it'll probably be on Twitch. So look for that. So everybody have a good week and a happy 4th of July. And we'll see you regularly back here around the middle of July. Okay, that's going to be the video clip, and that is it for me for this evening. Might do a stream from work either Wednesday or Thursday morning, but that would be it. Look for that. Anyway, I hope everybody has a good evening. Free Range Minstrel is out of here.